I told him to send the address because I didn't want him to know where I lived. I head to the restaurant, which is 30 minutes away. I texted him at 6 and told him my ETA was 6:36. I actually pull up at 6:30 and he texts me and said, I recently got out of a 3-year relationship and decided I would give dating a try. A social media acquaintance had expressed interest, so he asked me out. I told him if he planned the date, I would oblige. He asked me if I love seafood and I said, it's cool. That was the end of the conversation. A few days go by and he texts me and said, be ready at 5 and he'll come get me. I pushed back to 6:30, but I don't know why because I hadn't heard from him in a few days. Anyhow, I told him to send the address because I didn't want him to know where I lived. I head to the restaurant, which is 30 minutes away. I texted him at 6 and told him my ETA was 6:36. I actually pull up at 6:30 and he texts me and says he's going in to get us a table. The parking lot was empty, so I knew there wouldn't be a wait. I go in and I look around until I spotted him. He sees me and waves me over. I walk up and he sits there looking at me like a deer in headlights, but never gets up to greet me. I actually took time to look nice and he looked like he was about to meet his boys on the block so they could attempt to sell illegal substances for the evening. Keep in mind, he's over 50. You can't just keep in mind that part. Keep in mind, he's over 50. About 30 minutes in, he picks up his phone and texts his grandson's mother and tells her to meet him at the restaurant to pick up a gift for the kid. Did I forget to mention she actually works at the restaurant? But it was her day off. What is going on here? His grandson's mother works at this restaurant that you're currently at. Let's keep reading. She actually works at the restaurant, but it was her day off. She pulls up and has a conversation with him about the kid, grabs his keys and walks to his car to get the gift. She comes back in and they proceed to have another conversation about the kid for about 10 minutes. I have an awkward smile and I'm ready to go. She leaves. He asks for the check, pays for it, and says, I'm used to dating ghetto girls. I asked why he asked me out and he said, I intrigue him and he wanted something new. You should be done here. Should be. He asked if I had another 30 minutes because he wanted to take me to the studio. Studio, in quotation marks. For whatever reason, I decided to go. For whatever reason? For whatever reason. What is the reason? This is where you ladies go wrong. For whatever reason, I decided to go. What was it? There is none. There's no reason to go. For whatever reason, I decided to go and ride with him. So you also hopped in his whip now. Okay. We get to the door of the restaurant and I wait for him to open the door for me, but he stands there looking like a deer again. I finally open the door and I let it swing back on him. I put my food in my car, walk to his car, and he's already in the car. He never even comes to open my door. Why are you still going? I don't get it. What about this is making you still go in his car? You put your food in your car, which means you now have gone into your car. Leave your car to go back into his car where he's already in, and you still hop in the car? Why? The studio is about 10 minutes down the road, and we pull up to a dark trailer park. He parks, gets out, and walks to the trailer door. I'm still sitting in the car waiting for this 50-plus-year-old to be chivalrous, but it never happens. That's never gonna happen. I don't know what you're waiting for. I don't even know why you're still here. I get out of the car and my heels sunk into the mud. The screen door is missing, and we walk into a place where someone lives. There is studio equipment set up in one room. We're in there, and they're talking back and forth like I'm not even there, reminiscing on how they used to pick up girls and the roaches they had to step on while going to a chick's house to smash. It's 3 hours, 3 hours later? What are you doing here? What are you doing? It's 3 hours later, which is far past the initial 30 minutes, he said. I'm yawning and they're playing Southern Soul beats while sipping on a beer and chain smoking cigarettes. I'm annoyed, but just as I'm about to ask him to take me back to my car, a roach crawls across the table in front of me and I jump up. He catches the hint, but still didn't open the door for me as we're leaving. That's not happening. Let it go. This is not the man you look to for chivalry. Let that go, please. He gets me back to my car, but never gets out and says, let me know you make it home. I don't know how many signs you need, but this isn't the guy you're looking for. He doesn't do these things. He gets me back to my car, but never gets out and says, let me know you make it home. I wasn't going to let him know when I got home, but after about an hour, I texted him home. He didn't respond till the next afternoon when he proceeded to tell me that he enjoyed me and wanted to hang out again, but this time at his place. I declined. He told me his friend thought I was cute. What? What? He told me his friend thought I was cute, but looked expensive. I don't know why he shared that tidbit either. He texted me a bunch of compliments in which I just replied, thanks. This is just a clear-cut example of you thinking someone is something they're absolutely not, and willfully ignoring the signs. I can't help you here. This is just pure ignorance and deliberately ignoring flags. And still, to the very end, Something told you he was gonna ask you if you got home safe. He doesn't care. This man was chain smoking with his boys in the trailer like you weren't there. I don't even know how you got that far. If there is anything you take from this, please just reevaluate your values. And if someone doesn't have it the first time, they probably don't have it. And if you're looking for a chivalrous man, it probably isn't someone who says, I used to date ghetto girls.
Hey yo, that's wild. But you know what? My man told you up front he used to date ghetto girls, right? So I mean, them ghetto girls he was dealing with before, they didn't have a problem with him. And that's why he was acting the way he acts, right? To them, they think, he's Prince Charming with all his behavior and all that, you know what I mean? But to you, this is like new. You never dated a man like this, bro. You never encountered this dilemma in your life. Like, first things first was like, he invited you out to this restaurant and he sits there. He doesn't even introduce you to his grandchild's mother or whatever it is. He's just having a conversation like you don't exist for like 10 minutes and you're just sitting there. And that's like red flag number one. He could have at least introduced you guys, but he didn't. So I mean, that should have gave you the cue, like, this is not good, right? And another thing was like, after all of this, you even made the initiative not to give him your house location, because I mean, not to give him your address because you didn't want him to know where you live, right? That's why you drove there by yourself. But why in the world did you end up putting your food in his car? Like, that's giving him a reason to, come back to your place, be like, oh, you forgot this or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, make it make sense. Why would you do that? Why couldn't you go and put this in your car? And on top of that, you decided to ride with him in his car to the studio. Why couldn't you tell him to give you the address so you could show up at the studio, Because now you're stuck there. And you're on his time, right? Up until he wants to leave, that's when you're going to leave. If he wants to sleep over the night, man, or else you just get an Uber. Maybe that's your last resort. But other than that, this is such a worst scenario to be in. And on top of that, it's like you're chilling with the boys at a trap house, bro. My man's 50. Don't forget that. He's 50 and he's still trying to be like a musician or some shit. He's still in the studios making music or whatever it is. It's like, my boy, you didn't take off when you were younger. What makes you think you might take off now? Like, maybe unless he's doing it for fun. We can't really fault him on that. But outside of all of this, I feel like, I don't feel sorry for her, to be honest, because the flags were there and she was just ignoring them left, right, center. The funniest thing was that the only takeaway she got out of all this experience was the fact that he was not opening the door for her. Like, she seemed way concerned over that, over everything else. Like, oh, he's not opening the door for me. He still didn't get up to open the door. He still didn't, like, bruh, that's the least of your concern. My dude's out here, he invited you to a roach-infested studio and you're sitting there, like, putting your health at risk. You don't even know what other creatures could be in there. There could be rats, bro. It could be other insects. It could be whatever. You don't even know. And you're just worried about these men opening the door for you. That's ridiculous. Like, that's a thing, right? Yeah, that's hilarious though. I also find it so funny. Like, my man's, I find it so funny how grandpa's mindset here is working. Like, bro is just like, he's treating her like one of the boys. He's just like casually chilling with her, taking her to the trap house where they're smoking. There's cockroaches. He's casually telling her he'd be dating ghetto girls. He's casually just acting like she's one of the boys.
The video of the dude at the beach acting nonchalant while the girl is asking him for his telephone number is exactly why male loneliness is at an all-time high. He's looking at her like, girl, I'm way out of your league, when it's actually the opposite.
Pause. Now, before I show you guys what video he's referencing to, let me just tell you one thing. Like, do you guys expect my man to be jumping up for joy just because a woman asked for his number? Like, do you expect him to be like crying out loud and with excitement? Like, you guys expect him like to be celebrating out there just because she asked him for his number? Why can't he act nonchalant? Why can't he act how he's feeling at the moment? Maybe he was tired. Maybe he just wasn't feeling her like that. Even though to us, we may find him like, you're kind of ugly. But he has his own preference too. Don't forget that, right? But anyways, yeah, let's see this video.
What do you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
9.5.
Do you think other people would agree?
Yeah.
What do you rate this girl on a scale of 1 to 10?
Oh, she fire though. 10. I love her.
What do you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
6.5.
Do you think other people would agree?
Hopefully.
What would you guys rate this guy on a scale of 1 to 10?
Oh yeah, he's cute. Like a 7.5.
You think bro's cute?
I do,
Are
yeah.
you gonna say something to him?
I mean, sure, why not? Excuse me, are you playing football?
You want to play?
Sure, wait, first, let me talk to you. I think you're cute. Can I get your number?
You can, I don't have my phone number. You get my number though.
I got my phone on me.
954
What's your name?
Anwar.
Can you go N1? What'd you get for? Something fun?
I live here.
All right.
Yeah, that's me.
What would you rate her game on a scale of 1 to 10?
She ain't really had no game. She just asked me for my number.
How would you rate the interaction on a scale of 1 to 10?
Maybe like a 6?
Okay, pause. This was a video, that last video that dude was referencing about, right? Like, I don't see anything wrong with it. Like, if you guys caught on to it, you know, my man here, he was definitely interested in the first girl here, you know, the one who rated her stuff like a 9.5, whatever. He even told his interviewer that she had 10 on his books. Now, when he got the other girl, obviously you can tell that girl is not his type. Like, even though, yeah, you can say like, bro shouldn't be choosing because of how he looks and all, but at the end of the day, bro, everybody got a preference. You know, like you, for example, right? You have the person who you're attracted to. You find them like damn fine, right? But then if you get somebody else who you're really not attracted to like that, even though they may be a little bit above looks like, compared to you, like, are you gonna still like act like she's the most beautiful thing there, or he's the most beautiful person there? Like, nah, right? And on top of that, you guys, right, don't take out of the equation the fact that he was playing football. So my guy's mid-game, right? He was not expecting this, right? He's waiting for that football to come his way, bro. So I mean, definitely, right? And yeah, simply put, he just wasn't feeling her like that. If the first girl though came and approached him and all that and did the whole scenario, my boy would have jumped for joy probably. For all you know, he would have given that number quick times, bro. Right? But that's how it goes, right? So usually you show some form of excitement or whatever to the ones you're really into, and the ones who are into you, you tend to really not so much, right? That's how it goes. Even for women too, right? Just look at it from their perspective. The dudes that they're into, they tend to show a lot of attention to. And I mean, like, they're gonna do so much, right? They're gonna act extra. And then the dudes that they're not into, they're gonna be so cold with them. They ain't even gonna be replying. They're gonna be like so dry. Like, the dudes trying to talk to them, they gonna feel like they're pulling teeth just to get a conversation out of her mouth. So that's how it just goes, man. It all boils down to preference.
Get over here right now. Take your phone out. Give it to me. Open it.
What do you want?
Unlock it. Your number.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Does this always work?
Does now. What's your name?
Michael.
Ooh, Michael.
What's your name?
Danny.
Okay, Danny.
I'm gonna text you. You?
All right. Yeah.
Love you.
Love you too.
Bye. Where do you think you're going? Where are you going?
That way.
You're just gonna walk by me without getting my number?
That's not gonna work.
Right. Put those digits in there, baby. Oh yeah. Ooh. Thanks. Blue hat, get over here right now. Yeah.
What?
Look no further. Number in the phone immediately.
Are you joking?
Nope.
What's your name?
Are you joking?
What's your name?
Danny.
All right. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Do you live here?
I'm gonna just move these fingers into the phone now, and we're gonna just type in the number.
You want me to give you my number?
Yeah.
I don't like nonchalant men. I like
We
all the
need
chalant.
all the chalants, bitch.
But you know what's crazy? I went on a date with a man who was not nonchalant, and I was just like, "Oh, you doing too much. You doing too much."
He was
chalant. He was chalanting too much.
It ain't never too much chalant for me.
But that's what I'm saying. I gotta unlearn my behavior.
Yes, be chalant. He ain't chalant.
No, but what I say, like
That nigga be chalant.
No,
we
no, he
really over here making up a fucking word.
For example, like Big Papa, when we outside, is very much
Just
me.
sit there and smoke his hookah.
Okay, bitch. My nigga do not smoke hookah.
Yes, he do.
No, he don't. And I'ma show him these.
I don't care. You act like that's my nigga. What he gonna do to me, bitch?
He gonna say, Drea, no hookah for you tonight.
And I'm gonna be like, I got my own money, nigga. I buy my own motherfucking hookah.
It was a prototype of something that he is working on.
A prototype of motherfucking hookah, bitch. You believe everything a nigga say.
No, actually, I just made that up. I just made
Lex one of them people,
I just
a
made
nigga
that
tell
up.
her some shit. She gonna be like, girl,
He really
he
ain't
said
tell
it's
me.
not hookah. That it's a whole new prototype.
What do you say you have W-Riz?
I say I meet, and if they don't like it, too bad.
Do you think you could get a guy's number right now?
If I tried, yeah.
We're gonna mic you up. We're gonna see if you could get a guy's number.
Hey, what's your name? Leggett. Where are you from?
Maryland.
Maryland? I'm from Maryland too. I'm from Montgomery County, like Gaithersburg.
For real.
Yeah, what about you?
Local county.
I went to QO. Where you go?
Right now I go to Fairmont State. This is in West Virginia for football.
Yeah, I got you. Can I get your number?
Most definitely. What you about to be on this tonight?
I don't know, but I'll definitely let you know. What's your name? Sorry.
Leger.
Leger? Okay,
Yeah, I
I'm
already
Alexis.
forgot yours. Alexis.
Yeah.
All right, listen, I'm not gonna forget it now.
All right, I'll let you know.
Hit me up.
What would you rate her game on a scale of 1 to 10?
It was a cool, like, 7.
Why 7?
It was on some calm. She had the balls and, come up with somebody, you feel me?
What would you rate the interaction on a scale of 1 to 10?
It was cool. I mean, I know he's from the same area as me, so like.
Did you get his number?
Yo, that's kind of unfair though. I mean, for girls, they always got an advantage. I mean, any girl can just go to a guy and they're gonna get the number like that. You know what I mean? Straight, because it's not common. Most women don't just approach men's out there like that. So all she gotta do is just look a little cute, have a little makeup on, whatever, wear some revealing clothing, and boom, the number she's gonna get in less than 2 seconds, bro. And you best bet, before she even walks away, she's already getting text messages from him. That's how it just goes. So it's an even playing field.
Hi! I made you cookies. I hope you like chocolate chip. Did you just say thank you, Grandma? Why? Because only grandmas make cookies? Thank you? Is this a purity ring? Yeah. Am I kidding? No. I really want to save myself for marriage. That's the dumbest idea you've ever heard? Oh. Do I like clubbing? I've never been clubbing. And to be honest, it doesn't really call my attention. You think that makes me seem boring? So, what type of girl did you think I was? Based on my looks and outfit, you thought I was gonna be wild for sure? I mean, to some, I see why it's exciting to be wild, but that's just not me. I keep seeing you texting while we're talking. You don't have to be here if you don't want to be. It's your friends? They want you to go to the club with them right now? Oh, sure, of course. No, don't worry about me. I'll find a ride. Did you just tell me not to take it personally? I won't.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm so late. The traffic was crazy.
There's no such thing, there's only bad time management. Machst du mir jetzt nicht mal die Tür auf, oder wie?
Okay, alright, let's go. Get in. What the
Hallo.
Hi, nice to meet you. Are you ready?
Mhm. Platz dann ja die Ohren. I told you what music I like. It says on my dating profile.
On duet?
Can you read German classic music? Not this.
Okay.
See, much better, right?
I guess. Alright, here we go. We got our food.
Perfect.
You brought your own food?
Yeah, I don't trust these Americans. Who knows what they put in there? So much sugar. And I don't like wasting money.
I'm paying. So do you want to hang out again next week?
I have to check my schedule for that and let you know, okay?
Okay, I guess. All right, see ya.
Tschüss.
Wait. Oh.
Yo, is this how they actually act? Damn, this is actually so awkward, bro. Like, it's like giving off like a little bit passive aggressive. I don't know. The vibe just is off. I don't know how my man could actually go throughout the whole day like this. But I mean, it could also be like a culture thing. If this is how they all are, and then I mean, different cultures act differently too, right? So fair enough. But I don't know. I feel like it wouldn't be pleasant, man. Like,
if you're going on a first date, I genuinely feel like the most important question that you can ask someone to get to know them is not something like, oh, what's your love language, or like, what are you looking for, or anything like cliche like that. I genuinely think the best question to ask is, what song would they play when they're bleeding out in like a snowy forest or something? Like, they're lying there and like the blood's getting on the snow. Like, what is the last song of their life? That will tell me everything that I need to know about your character, and I will be judging you profusely on.
Yo, that's ridiculous, and that's a little bit too much. You must be a psycho or something, a vampire. I don't know. Like, that's insane. Who acts like that? Like, you're just gonna judge a person based on what song they're gonna tell you they're gonna be playing while they're about to die? Like, what? Like, stop trying to be different. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is the thing. This is a problem, right? You got people out here on these platforms, whatever. They trying to be like the first person to like spark like a new type of way of doing things. You know what I mean? Like a new, I don't know, like a new type of thoughts or ideas. Like her, for example, right? She's like, oh, I want to be sitting here asking all this question, what type of da da da. Well, first things first, that question of what are you looking for is actually an important question right off the bat. And you know why? It tells you exactly what state the person is in. Are they ready to date? Are they looking for some quick fun? Are they looking for something long term? Maybe a wife? Like, you know what I mean? So I think it's a really important question, and definitely you can ask that first on the first encounter. I mean, this is actually awkward. Like, yo, how you gonna go from 0 to like 300 real quick and ask like what song would you play when you're bleeding out, dying in the middle of the forest while the ground is covered with snow? Like, bro, what? Get out of here, bro. That's so weird. Matter of fact, you're gonna scare your person away. You're gonna scare whoever you're on a date with away. You're gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna take that check. I forgot I got work like 2 hours ago, so yeah, we'll keep in touch. And they're gonna just bounce. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, keep it normal, bruh. You know, maybe if they're like, maybe if things have progressed and you're on like date number 3, date number 5, whatever, you can ask that question. But initially, keep it basic, keep it lighthearted, alright? Anyways, guys, that's a video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought. Please comment about that very first story with grandpa there, 50 years old, you know, still in the studio trying to make music, trying to make it out the hood. But anyways, yeah, comment about him and how he treated his poor woman who showed up on a date, and how he was not really, you know, he was not really a gentleman, not opening doors. He took her to the trap house with his boys, which is like ran down, filled with roaches, you know, and and nonchalantly, he also, before that actually, he also kind of insulted her by saying he's used to dating ghetto girls or something like that. I mean, I don't know if it's a compliment on her part or an insult, but it could be either or. But regardless, yeah, comment about that very first story. Let me know what your thoughts, and yeah, like, subscribe, comment, and I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Peace.